So this is the akai gx4000d glass and XL ferrite head, whatever that means. GX focus field. You see this is the unit itself, and I'll show you a little bit how it does work here. You push the power button, which is right there. So that power button, off and on. Once you turn it on, you see like your monitors light up right there. You have your headphone jack and the output there. You have your track selector if you want to do tracks, if you want to record one track at a time, track 1 through 4, stereo, or just record on tracks 3 and 2, which I don't fully understand why. I never tried to use that option, so I don't really know exactly what that's for. Down here you have monitor, which you can monitor either the tape or the source that's going into the tape, which there's stereo jacks in the back to plug into it. I don't remember what SOS does. EQ really is just switching between if you want to do 7.5 or 3 3/4 tape. Tape selector, low noise, right range. So here's how if you want to actually see it actually spinning up though, the first thing you do is you just engage this right here and see nothing's happening, but this is actually spinning. Now you can see that. So if you want to engage that, you can bring that over to play. You can see that. I know it looks a little out of alignment. It was like that when I got it, and it worked fine. So you might need to look into seeing if that's a problem. It never gave me any problems, but it could. So if you want to go into recording mode, though, you press this recording button right here, and then you flip that over to record. And now you're in recording mode. I mean, you see the recording light comes on here. You've got levels for you got your two mic inputs here, left and right. So you can record my vocals directly in, or I guess you pretty much record anything. I recorded guitar into it and it was fine, but you can adjust that, and you can also adjust the balance of the left to right volumes down here at the bottom. If you want to pause it, push that up, and that puts it in pause mode, which basically just all it does is move this back enough so that the real stuff's going. And if you want to unpause it, you hit the button again, and there it goes. Now, if on the other hand you want to play, if you want playback options, once you have this disengage, you can rewind this as such. There's your rewind. That stops, and there's your play. Or fast forward anyway. That fast forwards through the tape. I think play is actually just this here, but that's the play speed. And if you're doing any of this and you're in and you really want to, you need to do an emergency kill switch type thing, you just bring that down. And once that's down, all of the motors and everything disengage. This just engages the motor pretty much, and it just kind of clicks up there and keeps the motor running. This is your time. This is the record the time thing. I don't know much about this head. This is the head here. This is the actual recording head. I never touched it, so I don't mess with things I don't recognize. As you can see, it's a gorgeous unit. Original wood grain, solid metal construction. I mean, seriously, akai hasn't necessarily been known for the highest of quality pieces in recent years, but man, back whenever they used to do stuff right, they did stuff right. This thing is built like a tank. It is no wonder that it functions so well for those years. So on the back here, I guess I can turn this around so it's not upside down, but as you can see, you have your line out and your line in, your stereo jacks, and your DI in jack, which I don't remember what does because I never used it. It looks like a MIDI plug, but I know it's not MIDI. And it, as you can see, it's authentic with a original serial number. And you got your power plug right there, built in. And that is pretty much it. That is the akai gx4000d. It's very, very basic equipment, but this thing is built less. This is like the difference, the difference between this thing actually was produced, as far as I can tell, the year on it, I think it said right over here. I was wrong with that. There is no year number listed. It is made in Japan. Supposedly this one was made in Tokyo, is what the guy that gave it to me said. I don't know what that means. Apparently Tokyo made models are considered to be like highly prized or sought after, but I have no proof that it's made in Tokyo. I just know it's made in Japan. So you can take that for what you will. I'm not trying to boost its value or anything unnaturally. And let's see, so we got, I mean, obviously I don't have any tape. All my tape got destroyed. I used to have several reams of real tape that have all been destroyed by a flood that I had in my apartment. So I do not have any way to test this any further than that. I know that it worked fine when I used it last, so I don't imagine that it's going to give any problems here. And there you go. That is the Akai gx4000d that I have. It's just got that one little scratch there in the front. I'm trying to clean it off, but I think it's actually a scratch. I don't think it'll come off. It looks a little dingy. It could be shinier, but this thing has, this thing was manufactured in like 1978, 1979, at very latest 1980. And so it was it was really built to last the ages. So there you go. If anybody ends up watching this, that is what the Akai 4000D looks like. Thank you.